ladies and gentlemen, I'm Patrick Stepanek, Director of Voice First, and this is our founder, Patrick Sweetman. For those of you that are unfamiliar with Voice, we were those kids from Ohio running around in the yellow shirts. And so I got my start working for different startups and in venture capital and in building a nature photography platform with 1 million users. And when I first discovered Voice, I knew I had to get my hands in the industry somehow. And so throughout the course of the last few months, what we have been working on is trying to figure out how we can save people time and make their lives better. And so, you know that feeling when you're driving home from work and you're kind of going through the laundry list of all the things that you have to do before you go to sleep and wake up and go to work the next day? Maybe it's you need to do your dry cleaning, or you need some house cleaning or maintenance around the house. You have to order food for your entire family. And on top of that, you also have to get your lawn mowed the next day. Well, what we found in doing some market research is that the average person in America, they're spending about 2 hours doing menial activities around the house. And so we wanted to figure out a solution for this. And so specifically with the dry cleaning industry, we figured that we would need to have someone who is in the industry to help us to know all the different specifications of value that was needed. So we partnered with the National Dry Cleaners Association, and in doing this, it gave us access to 60% of the dry cleaners around the country. And what this revealed to us is all of the different things that dry cleaners needed incorporated into the Voice app, but on top of that, what their customers would have wanted too. And so by doing this, we realized each app, it has its own each app is fundamentally the same. Like, they all have the basic backbone, but on top of that, the industry has specific specifications that you need to incorporate into the app. And so our mission is to figure out ways to save people time and make their lives easier.
3 minutes left.
Back in 2014, this device came out called Amazon Echo. And in 2014, I got really excited about it. So I went onto Amazon, I followed the quick start tutorial, and started building applications for Amazon Alexa. I took that and started to think, okay, how can I make money on this? So I went on a platform called Upwork. It's a global freelancing platform where I was able to find a lot of businesses who wanted to get into Voice but didn't have the technical knowledge to do it. So I started building apps on Upwork. A couple years down the line, this past summer, I worked at a company called Amazon on their AWS IoT team in Seattle. They're building the foundation of all of smarts for the connected city, the connected home, the connected everything, with Alexa as the mouthpiece. So while I was working at Amazon, I shifted, instead of doing freelancing work, I shifted us into agency mode, where I could bring on a lot more multidisciplinary employees that would help us find more businesses, bring Alexa to more businesses, and just make the world understand Voice First. And with that came the National Cleaners Association.
2 minutes left.
Like Pat said, each individual industry has its own intricacies. So the National Cleaners Association approached us and said, can you help us bring Voice to dry cleaners? We said absolutely. And thus came VoiceDryCleaner.com, where now you can say, Alexa, ask my dry cleaner to pick up my laundry, answer a couple questions, someone will show up at your door to do your laundry for you. So now we're in 2019. We've partnered with the National Cleaners Association, so what we're focused on now, add on more dry cleaners onto the platform, and use the feedback that we're getting from our existing and new customers to continue iterating on the product to make it better and solve more problems for our customers. One example of that is the dry cleaners came back and they said, hey, right now the interaction's too long, people are jumping off. We re-examined the design, took out a couple pieces. Process originally took 1.5 minutes to place the order, give all the info, and then sign off. We took that process, shortened it from 1.5 minutes down to 15 seconds.
So our mission is to save people time, but on top of that, we really want to contribute to the open source future of the voice industry. And in order to do this, we have a podcast where we share everything that we're learning throughout the course of creating these apps with thousands of people around the world. And we also created a Udemy course with 4 hours of video where you can learn how to create apps in the exact way that we are creating them.
Speaking of that, we want to democratize information around the voice community, so we want to give away the course for free. So if you go on Udemy, you search Ultimate Voice Dev Course, you can take it for free if you type in the code AlexaConf 2018 or 2019. AlexaConf 2018, same as the hashtag. Thank you, everybody, and remember, keep voice first.